I would like to welcome you to this edition of Financial News You Can Use. It's a beautiful day here on Topsail Island, located in coastal North Carolina. There are many different topics we can cover relating to financial news you can use. So today I thought we would get an education in alternative energy and why it is important for homeowners to learn about solar, wind, and thermal systems for use in your homes. Not only will the green upgrades save you big bucks, but they will protect you in the event of a catastrophe. There are many dangers lurking out there, such as terrorism, natural disasters, severe weather, or overload of the grid, which will leave you without electricity or water if you are not prepared. Hey, look at what's going on in the Middle East today. Another good reason is your carbon footprint. Everyone should be trying to lessen their impact on the environment by adapting some green energy alternatives. You certainly don't have to go out and spend $50,000 for your first system. These technologies are perfect for starting with the basic system and adding on as you become more savvy and comfortable with using this alternative energy. With technology advancing at a quickening pace, the business of alternative energy for the home or business is best done by experts that do this type of work day in and day out and can keep up on all the new innovations as they come online. One of those companies is Carolina Green of Wilmington, North Carolina. We are excited to have its owner, Robbie Sutton, on the show today, and Neal Whittington will be interviewing him a little later in the show. Let's go to the segment of the show we call Financial News You Can Use. This entire show is dedicated to alternative energies. Are you ready to start a new lifestyle? The first step is to understand what is alternative energy sources. Alternative energy is that which applies energy without depleting non-renewable environmental energy supplies. Oil and gas are non-renewable resources, whereas the wind, sun, and geothermal energy supplies are renewable. Renewable means that its use does not permanently deplete its existence. Other reasons to use renewable energy: it reduces negative impact on the environment, it's cleaner production methods, no harmful byproducts or pollutants, it promotes a clean atmosphere, there is unlimited supply, you have smaller utility bills, and it creates energy independence. Emerging new energy technologies will make use of alternative energy sources more affordable and convenient for the masses. There is a delicate balance. Oil prices have had a major impact on the world economy. This was evident in the 80s and even more significant now. The interesting fact is that oil supplies are expected to run out in less than 50 years unless major new sources are located. The solution to the problem lies in alternative energy sources. The transition will take time because we have a fossil fuel dependent society. Older homes are built based on fossil fuels, as are businesses, transportation systems, and the list goes on and on. But change can only occur when action takes place. The goal of using alternative energy sources is to strike a balance between the energy needs with the need to protect natural resources for future generations. While Americans are cursing inflated gas prices and paring down their driving habits, the solar industry is looking forward to higher profits. Why? When oil prices skyrocket, solar power starts to look more and more appealing to cash-strapped customers. Those who have been in the industry for years have witnessed the direct correlation between oil prices and solar power interest. For instance, in July of 2008, when oil reached a lofty $147 a barrel, solar power consultant Pamela Cargill was inundated with information requests on renewable energy. Another reason for the interest can be attributed to the overall desire many Americans have to be energy independent. Even though oil and other fuels are largely domestically produced, this in turn has pushed companies toward electric motors and away from combustion engines. Governments around the world are offering incentives to homeowners who switch the alternative energy, making the cost more affordable while increasing your return on investment and the value of your home. Here's an interesting story out of Florida. FPL unveils the first hybrid solar energy center in Florida. Florida Power and Light Company, along with Florida Governor Rick Scott, Florida Senate President Mike Herdopoulos, local public officials, construction workers, engineers, environmental experts, and business leaders recently celebrated the first hybrid solar plant in the world, FPL's Martin Next Generation Solar Energy Center. Spanning approximately 500 acres in western Martin County in Florida, this hybrid facility connects a field of more than 190,000 solar thermal mirrors with an existing combined cycle natural gas power plant. The technology enables the mirrors to track the sun over the course of a day and to harness fuel from the sun's rays to collect electricity and directly offset the use of the fossil fuels. FPL's 75 megawatt Martin Next Generation Solar Energy Center is designed to harness fuel from the sun's rays to power about 11,000 homes. This technology is expected to reduce fossil fuel consumption by approximately 41 billion cubic feet of natural gas and more than 600,000 barrels of oil, which would prevent the release of more than 2.75 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions and save FPL customers approximately $178 million in fuel costs over the facility's estimated 30-year lifetime. FPL's Martin Next Generation Solar Energy Center was officially declared in service in November 2010 and is the third of 3 large-scale solar projects that the company has completed over the past 2 years, creating more than 5,000 direct and indirect jobs. These 3 plants combined are now delivering a total of 110 megawatts of clean solar energy to Floridians. A solar power component maker based in Portland is expected to open a 75,000 square foot, 10.5 million man renewable energy sources, including solar, wind, geothermal, biofuels such as ethanol and biodiesel, biomass, wave and tidal power, and hydraulic, are going to replace traditional oil, natural gas, and coal. And it is going to be possible for entrepreneurs to take advantage of these opportunities. New oil and gas exploration methods, new hydrogen fuel technology, hybrid cars, and new battery technologies will also provide exciting new areas of growth. Energy-efficient green building and pollution credits are helping the environment, and nuclear power still has potential as an emissions-free power source. History shows that the greatest fortunes have been made during times when energy consumption changes. There is no doubt today that our energy consumption habits will shift radically in the near future. Entrepreneurs who can exploit the changing energy trends will likely make amounts of money that were previously unimaginable. The manufacturing plant, which opened in February, will add 300 to 400 new jobs in the next 4 years. Well, that'll do it for today's financial news you can use. We will be back after a commercial break with Neal Whittington interviewing our special guest, Robbie Sutton of Carolina Green.